Okay, to connect to the NAS drive, I have here a server that I need to connect to the NAS so that it can have a new hard drive. And you can see it's just got its C drive, it's got a DVD-ROM, and the C drive, the physical disk 0, has a bit of extra space for Dell stuff. Before I start, we want to check the features and make sure that the multipath IO, which is called MPIO, exists. And there it is. It's a feature that you have to add. It's not there by default. Without it, we can't connect to the NAS drive from two network cards on the same server and have it show up as one drive. It would show up as two drives even though there's only one, and of course programs don't work that way, so that's useless to us. So this one has MPIO. So the next step is to start the ISCSI. So just type ISCSI and it'll bring it up. You can click. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is tell this where to look for partitions that it can use. So we have to discover a portal. And although the administrative IP of the NAS drive is 10.0.1.10, the IP that we use to discover partitions is 1.8. Now make sure you go to Advanced. We have to tell it to use the ISCSI initiator. And because we have two network cards that connect to the device, we have to tell it which one to use. So we're going to use .44. And you can see here it is. This is what it's connecting to on this port using this adapter, and there's the IP address we used to get there. So we want to make sure we have complete redundancy. So we will add the other network card that connects to the NAS drive. I did this wrong again. I do this every time. There. The DNS name is found on .8. So now I have two paths to the SAN, or NAS, to find out what partitions this computer is allowed to see. So when I go to targets now, you'll see there's some targets here. These are all drives that I could connect to. Now you'll notice you have no idea what they are. Every one of them starts with IQN dot whatever Equilogic, and then it's followed by a GUID, and if you stretch this out, then after all that is the name of the partition. The one I want is this one, the vhost, because this is our virtualization server. So I'm going to say connect. I have to tell it to enable multipath because I'm going to get there from two different network cards, but it has to be treated as one device. So I will tell it I'm coming from 44, say OK. Now you can see I'm connected, but I'm only connected from one leg. So I want to then select the just connected drive or partition and go to properties, and you can see these are sessions, so I'm connected through one leg. I want to add a new session. It's multipath using the ISCSI initiator from the card with .45. Say OK and OK. Now if we look at the device, we can see this is one disk. It looks at this all as one disk, and if we look at our multipath IO, the MPIO, you can now see there are two ways to connect to it from two different sessions. So if either network card drops, we still have connection to our hard drive. Everything should still continue to run. Okay, now if we go to disk management, there's our new hard drive, and that's setting up ISCSI.